Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's September 19th, 2025. It's 17 degrees out and sunny. We had a little bit of rain this morning, but it's back to sun again. Today, we got a lot of things to talk about. I've got some outstanding mail that I need to get some help with. So if you are watching and you sent me the mail, did you send me these two cards? Because they look like they're sent by the same person. The writing looks familiar, but it isn't signed. So I want to make sure I know who it is because they've said they've moved. And so I need to update my address list to the proper thing. So if that was you, I hope that you'll reach out and let me know. What else do we have? Well, we have all of this mail. And we have Steve's Limerick from Australia. We have Mindy's joke from Nova Scotia. And we have this box that arrived on Wednesday. If you were watching the live stream, the decorating, either in replay or live, you will know that FedEx showed up at my door. They dropped off this box, and in this box are my World Postcard Day postcards. So I'm going to show you those too. And we'll talk a little bit about World Postcard Day on October the 1st. Well, let's get started by talking about Postcrossing. I'll show you some of the official postcards that arrived. We'll show you my direct swaps and surprises that have arrived too. And we'll also talk about a giveaway. But make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you hype, and you put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on anything. One of the things yesterday we talked about was Oni. Oni the mail dog. Do you know about him? If not, you should go check out the video. Well, Ida Marie sent me this postcard and this corresponding stamp and has asked me to add it to the giveaway. Now, this is the giveaway for trains. It is growing and growing and growing. And if you don't know about the giveaway, it's part of Stamp of the Month. You have to watch the Stamp of the Month video I put out every month. I do a giveaway with a lot of really wonderful people and generous people that help make this possible. And you put in the word that I've asked you to in that comment field of that video alone, and you'll get a chance at the end of the month to win a whole bunch of train-related items. So that's the first thing up. The second thing, let's get into a few of these postcards and things. Let's see. Do I have any official ones? I'm not sure if I even have any official ones, but I do have this. It arrived from China today. Some amazing stamps. A nice cover. And this came from someone that was on Postcrossing. And they said that they liked stamps. So I sent them some stamps when I sent in the Postcrossing. And they sent this card in response that says, "Thank you for sending me nice postcard and stamps. Happy Postcrossings. Stay safe." And they signed it there at the bottom. So if you can read that, thank you, because they sent some stamps in return. I'm going to show you one, and then the rest we'll show you at a video next week. But this mint souvenir sheet, amazing. So thank you for that. And an envelope full of stamps there too. So I'll put that aside and we'll watch what's in that next week. The next thing I have to show is an official one. This one comes from Vermont, and it says, "We had a bear in our field over the summer, but haven't seen him in a while, and she loves our part of the world. We've been lucky enough to travel a lot in your area, Newfoundland and Labrador in June, and other provinces too." There are the stamps, and just signed with an F. So thank you so much, letter F. I don't have the site up in front of me, and I didn't write down who it was from originally, so thank you. And they said that's their favorite stamp. The love holding one, very nice stamp. The next official one I have comes from China, and it says they chose this postcard for me. Shows the lovely panda bears. Yes, very cute. Everybody in China loves pandas, they said. Well, they're very rare, and people around the world love pandas too. Some nice stamps to go with it. Thank you so much, from Sun. And then this was a surprise one. A nice Batman postcard. This comes from Joe, and he writes, "As a fairly new Postcrosser user, I came across your YouTube channel, and I love all the videos and content you produce. I live in Vancouver, Washington, and would love to swap cards with you. Keep up the great work." Well, I'm going to have to look Joe's address up on Postcrossing. He did provide some details there, but I'll have to look him up and send a message to him. Otherwise, Joe, if you're watching, send me a message and then we can exchange addresses. You have mine, but I don't have yours, so I can't swap with you. The next card is a direct swap. It comes from our friend Joseph in Nevada, and he went to the Spam Museum. And this is in Austin, Minnesota, the Spam Town, USA, the home of the Hormel Foods Corporation, manufacturer of the world's famous Spam products. In Spam Town, USA, you can visit the world's only Spam Museum, see the stately home of George A. Hormel, walk the picturesque 278-acre Hormel Nature Center, or produce unique Spam product merchandise at the Spam Museum gift shop. Awesome. Fargo, North Dakota, that's where he mailed it from. A lot of us know what Fargo is all about, or have seen the show or seen the movie. So thank you, Joseph, for sending me that on your vacation. The next comes from our friend Christian in Australia, and he sent a maxi card. Nice cancellation on there too. One of these prepaid cards. He not only sent one, he sent two. So here's another maxi card. Really cool. So thank you for that. He wasn't done though. He also sent this parcel, and inside we have a koala pen and pad. Thank you so much. Really big surprise on this one. When I first saw it, I was kind of thinking it might be another one of those McDonald's sets. Last week, if you watched the video, you will have seen that Christian sent this really cool box that you get from McDonald's, and inside of it, there are a couple postcards and some stickers and a little passport and things, all about the old McDonald's characters. And the one he sent was for Grimace, which was very appropriate for my family. So thank you so much, Christian, for that last week and for these this week. All right, the next one is a beautiful Tausendschen card. It comes from our friend Sarah in Germany, and says, I hope you have had a wonderful vacation. I did have a wonderful vacation. I did a lot. I traveled a lot and filmed a lot. So when I got back from vacation, I almost needed another vacation. And maybe because work was a little bit slower, it seemed like it was. And we have a car stamp. Lovely. That's awesome, just because I went to all these car shows. And we've got the diagonal washi tape. Overrun sticker on there. So thank you so much, Sarah. Really beautiful. Lots of great things on there. Really appreciate it. The next card comes from our friend Keeks out in Washington and Seattle. This was for Postcrossing's 20th anniversary, a nice meetup that she went to. The really cool 20th cancellation mark on it too. Keeks Wanderer, if you're watching her channel, you should be. It's really good content. Right now she's on vacation, so hopefully you're having a beautiful time if you're watching this. Thank you so much, Keeks, for the card. The next card is a beautiful sunflower, and we're seeing lots of sunflowers out now at their magical height. Some of them are like 20 feet tall in some people's yards. Some of them are a little smaller because of the lack of rain that we actually had this time around. But this comes from Julianne in Germany. Even got a sunflower stamp on there and sunflower washies. I love all the sunflowers. Thank you so much for this. It looked like when she was sending it, it was raining on her days, but yeah, she's had some vacation time too. Thank you for that. The next card comes from our friend Renee Lewis of the Unicorn Gang out of Arkansas. It says she's back to classes now, which means it's time to clean up her lab, because I guess she was using it during the summer and maybe didn't keep it as spot clean as she needed to, but getting everything straightened out. Really appreciate that. Love the blue cats, love the unicorn. And of course, with the Unicorn Gang, if you want to become a member of the Unicorn Gang or be considered for it, you need to put your application in before the end of October 31st of this year. We are going to be expanding by 4 members, which means we're doubling our gang, if you will. And so if you want to do that and you want to know all about it, go check out the video about the Unicorn Gang, either on my channel, on Renee's channel, or on Jilly B Living Her Life Her Ways channel. The instructions on how to apply are all there. We have 3 applications in so far. You know what? I accidentally took my cat's medication last night. Don't ask me how. This postcard came in from Mindy. Joke number 12. I accidentally took my cat's medication last night. Don't ask me how. Meow. There is a nice diagonal washi tape train stamp for Trains of the Month, and some nice horses too. Thanks, Mindy. Hopefully I did the joke justice for you this time around. The next card, Postcrossing card. This is a meetup from Sweden. This comes from Helvi, and she says she wanted to thank me for the card that I sent to her, and said this was a lovely meetup at the zoo that kept mainly endangered animals from the Northern Hemisphere. And there are all the people that were in attendance, and some beautiful stamps from Sweden. Thank you so much. The next card comes without anything on the back of it. This comes from Hong Kong. This comes from Eric, and Eric has sent this stamp with the beautiful cancellation, nothing written on it. This postcard with the cancellation and beautiful stamp and nothing written on it as well. And this envelope. Give me some more information, which is great that I could have these cards. He's been traveling to different sites and sending things from different post offices from different regions, talking about those regions. Some of them are regions that don't allow cars, that people go drive around in their electric golf carts, or they're just walking, or bicycles. Kind of a neat idea. So thank you, Eric, for that. The next one comes from Media in Finland, in Helsinki. Media sent this stamp on this envelope with this cute hedgehog postcard inside. She was going to see a couple movies when she sent that. Also, these cute animals with a kite that seems to be stuck in the tree, all the little birds on it. And a World Postcard Day card. So this is my first World Postcard Day card receiving in 2025. Thank you, Media, for that. We are going to be talking about that very soon in the video too, so we can talk about these cards. But until then, how about this postcard, which is related to a stamp, or this postcard, which is related to new stamps that have come out. This comes from Ida Marie in Washington, D.C. She's used the diagonal washi tape. I love seeing that. She's also included those stamps on the postcards. So thank you, Ida Marie, for doing that. She's also sent this envelope with those stamps in it. And I will show you, what can I show you right now? How do I show you some postcards? Wish You Were Here. We have a paper and postcard fair, and some details about it on the back. And more details on the back. And then we have stamp related postcards that are blank as well. And then there are some stamps that are in there. We will save those so you can see those at a later date. Thank you, Ida Marie, for the postcards and for the envelope and for being a key contributor into the giveaway. The next, we have an envelope that's come from Monty and Violet in Saskatchewan. Always use the old stamps, and greatly decorated. Inside, I will show you the postcard, Fort McLeod in Alberta. It says, this bridge serves as the entrance to Fort McLeod from Calgary that spans the scenic Old Man River. And then he explains that the items inside are for this month's giveaway. I'll show you the back of them. We will show you those at a later date. So some nice train-related stamps. Thank you, Monty, for contributing. The next bunch of envelopes are coming from Stephen in Montana. He always decorates them with great stamps and stickers. And there's another envelope. And another envelope. And another envelope. All four of these envelopes have come from Stephen in Montana. He has put some stamps in there that I will show you next week. Some of them are for the giveaway, so we will show you those and then add them to the rest of the stuff. So like I said, this giveaway is getting bigger and bigger. That brings me to the limerick that was sent in from Steve in Australia, and it goes as follows. All hail mighty Canadian postcard king and emperor of the Canadian realm of stickers and washi tape. Sire, today I looked at my wrist sundial only to discover that it gave the date of the 19th of September, which means that yet another week has passed and it's time for Friday fun and frolics. I therefore most humbly submit the following to amuse your good self, to inform the ignoble nobles and the gallant knights, and to educate the pesky peasants in hope that it won't give them ideas above their station in life. This week, Your Majesty, I send you not one, but 2 limericks on our historical anti-hero, or perhaps hero if you are of the revolting peasant persuasion. This was a man born of treachery and deceit, who got it in the end. Mind you, there are several parts of the world where such an opponent to authoritarianism may be welcomed by the downtrodden masses. There are 2 limericks this week, as I preferred one, but my buxom wench preferred the other. I hope she isn't watching when you called her that. I leave it to you and to aforementioned nobles, knights, peasants to decide which is best. May I present historical legendary limerick number 37, Brutus, version 1. Now, Brutus had only one name, and his parents were really to blame, though they thought they could come up with naught. Their excuses were quite rather lame. And historical legendary limerick Brutus, version 2. Now, Brutus had only one name. His mum and his dad were to blame. The trauma this caused made him take a small sword and stab Caesar again and again. So it's up to you guys to decide, version 1 or version 2. You can leave it in the comments, and then Steve can know which you prefer, and his beautiful wife, or his version, which are the better. Okay. And a few fun facts. Number 1, despite the limerick, Brutus did have more than one name. His full name was Marcus Eunice Brutus. He was a Roman statesman who opposed the rise of dictatorships, and despite a complex relationship with Caesar, became a leader in his assassination. A supporter of the Roman Republic and follower of Stoic philosophy, Brutus was renowned for his noble intentions, though he also proved a capable yet sometimes harsh military leader. Number 2, like me, he was a poet, though none of his works survive. I wonder if mine will fare any better. Probably. It'll survive on YouTube. He married his cousin Portia, who famously proved her loyalty by stabbing herself in the thigh to demonstrate her resolve, thus starting the tradition of being a trade wife. Mind you, I'm not really sure how that helps. I can't see stabbing yourself in the thigh would really help at all. My task is done. All that is left for me to wish you, sire, and the naughty nobles of the raspberry-scented knights and the peasants of the archacho-syndicalist anonymous collective, a wondrous weekend full of mirth, merriment, jollity, and japes. All the best. Peasant-in-Chief, Steve in Australia. I'd like to do some words there to twist me up at the end, but I appreciate it, Steve. Your limericks, your sense of humor, the cusp of running through the gutter, I really appreciate it, and yeah, it means a lot. Thank you so much to Mindy as well for the dad joke, and to all the people that sent things in. I got a new postcard today, Baton Rouge Restaurant, and if you stick around till the end, you will see all about that at the Crown Plaza on Main Street in Moncton. With the bill, they gave a free postcard, so thank you so much. All right, before we wrap things up, and I show you where my sister and I enjoyed a few delicacies today for lunch, I want to talk about World Postcard Day. Now, every year I have created a postcard, well, the last 3 years anyways. I think this is the 3rd or the 4th year that I've done it, that I put out, that has to do with the channel, has to do with polo, of course, and it's just a fun thing to do. I've ordered 100 postcards this year, and last year I ordered 100 as well and went through them all. I think before that was the year I ordered 50, went through all of them. What I do is if you've sent me a postcard, I'm going to send you one in return. So the mail that I got this week and some of it from last week, I'm going to start writing postcards. And they're going to be on my new World Postcard Day cards. If you want one and you're sending something to me, send me a message saying, oh yeah, I'm sending you a postcard. I'd like to have a World Postcard Day card in return. And then I will set them aside, making sure that when the first 100 are gone, they're gone. So I have no control after that. I have some people that have already written to me on a regular basis, and I will respond with this. But there may be others out there that we only write maybe at World Postcard Day. I've had a few people that every year want one of the polo cards. So they say, I'd really like one. I'm going to send you something. That's what we'll do. When I get it, I'll send you one back. But I'll put your name on it if you reach out with a message and say, I'd really like to have one. I'm sending you a card. So without further ado, this card was created by my daughter, at least the image on the card. She drew it all, and then I added in some logos and a year. But thank you to Daia. We have Polo delivering the mail with her satchel. The funny thing about this card, if you're watching In Postcards with Olia from Poland, she took her dog Bart and created a postcard this year for World Postcard Day, and he's wearing a similar getup. Now, my daughter didn't see that image beforehand. She had the same thought in mind with Polo, and so she created this. Now, not an exact Polo. Polo, of course, has a white stomach, but you get that it's a hedgehog delivering the mail with the Canada Post hat on and everything. And then she signed the card, and we have the logo for World Postcard Day, October 1st, and then my logo, and then the year. So these will go out. Now, some people on World Postcard Day, because it is October 1st, don't want their cards sent out until October 1st, so they can get that cancellation. And this year, of course, it falls on a Wednesday, so it is possible to do that and to send some cards. But for my hands and the budget, and making sure I don't miss out on anything, I don't want to send out 100 cards all on the same day or prepare them that way. So I am going to start writing them starting today. I guess I could save them till October 1st to mail them, but I received a postcard for World Postcard Day this week. I think it's all right if I get them in the mail now. Some of them won't arrive till October the 1st anyways. And if I wait till October 1st, some people might not get them until November. So as they come in, I'm going to write them and send them off. That's how I'm going to do it this year. There's nothing that a World Postcard Day can't last a long period of time. When the 100 cards are gone, they're gone. So, that being said, with Postcrossing in mind, make sure you save a slot on October the 1st. Because if you pull an address on October the 1st and mail it, when it gets registered, you'll get a special badge on your profile page. And so, I've been lucky enough. I've gotten, I think there's been 4 and I've gotten 3. So every year that I've done it, I've gotten that badge. So I always save one slot to pull a card on that day. You don't have to send a World Postcard Day card on that day. I'm hoping that I will to that person, but that's the plan. So I wanted to show you those cards. I'm happy to get them. I'm going to start decorating them and sending them off to people. And yeah, thanks everything. Thanks for watching. And we'll have a live stream this weekend. I'm not sure if it's tomorrow or if it's going to be Sunday, but right now I think it's looking like it will be tomorrow. Whew. You guys have my...
What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye. So today we had lunch at Baton Rouge here on Main Street. And so what did we both have?
We had the same thing.
Yes,
we had the lunch special.
Which was?
Which was a whole bunch of shaved roast beef and a sandwich.
So that was a Philly cheesesteak sandwich.
And some type of really nice soup with a whole bunch of rice and chicken.
Kind of a roasted red pepper something or other.
I think she said it was a stuffed chicken, red pepper. I don't know. It was really good.
Chicken and rice and
It was
vegetables.
nice. It was very hearty.
Yep, and the price wasn't too bad for it.
No. To be honest with you, I can't remember what it was. I just gave her my credit card.
Nice. So yeah.
I don't want to go to lunch with yet.
We got a bonus.
Woohoo!
They gave us a postcard while
She
we were
gave it
there.
to me, and I gave it to Rob.
So there we go.
There you go.
All right. Thanks very much.
See ya.